Hi guys, James here. Welcome back to my channel. Ooh, it has been a while since I've sat down to do a makeup tutorial, but I'm so excited because I have a full table in front of me of a brand called the Kind Collective. Now this is a clean makeup brand. It's got like no preservatives or parabens or any of that nasty stuff in its makeup range, and it is an Australian makeup brand. So I'm excited. I have some brushes here. I've got quite a few brushes because I wanted to test out all the base products on new brushes because mine are really dirty and I couldn't be bothered cleaning them. So I've got some kabuki brushes, and then I also have this little Kind face palette, which is actually part of their Christmas collection. Now guys, I have been a little lazy. I actually got sent a whole lot of products from the Kind Collective almost 2 months ago, and I did do an unboxing, but since then I haven't actually sat down to play with all the products that I got. So today's the day where I am testing out all the products. I also have purchased some new stuff from their Christmas collection. So this face palette is one of those. It's really pretty. I actually bought this 3 or 4 weeks ago. This is the first time I've played with it. I haven't taken the plastic off. It does come with a highlighter, a really hot pink blush, which is stunning. We've got a bronzer that might be a little too dark for me, but we're going to try it out. And then we also have these neutral eyeshadows, which I'm not going to play with today. I will test out this palette though, like the highlighter, blush and bronzer. And the reason for that is because I actually have this really pretty like wedding vibe everyday makeup palette. This is an £18 eyeshadow palette, Sun-Kissed Sands. That's what the palette's called. It is vegan and cruelty free, the whole brand is, and supporting women, and it's certified B, which I think is like a certification for like clean beauty. I'm going to link their page down below if you want to know more about this brand. It's just a lot of reading and I have dyslexia, so I'm just not going to even try that on camera right now. But I bought this palette and I just think it's very pretty. Oh god, I'm trying to take the cardboard off, but it's taking the sticker off. Anyway, it's a really cute palette. Now, I think this palette retailed for about $25. I'm going to put all the prices up for everything that I bought or received from the Kind Collective when I go through each of the items. But this is the palette here. Very, very pretty. It's giving me wedding vibe makeup. And I think it's just going to be a very nice neutral palette. And then guys, we do have this eyeshadow stick set. It comes with 5 eyeshadow sticks. Never played with these. These were part of the Christmas little kit collection thing, and they have just really pretty shades. We've got like a purpley one, we've got some cool tone browns, a champagne one, and then like a peachy one. So I'm excited to play with those. I've never played with eyeshadow sticks on my eyes, so I might use these to see how they are as a shimmer. I'll use the mattes out of these, then I'll use these for my shimmers. If these don't work, I'll just go in with the shimmers out of this palette, but I am excited to play with it. We also do have the Complex Stick Trio, Glow with Kindness with Shea Butter and Coconut Oil. I don't know if I've said that right, but it is part of their Christmas little kit collection. And it is a blush, a bronzer and a highlighter. Let me show you these. I'm going to swatch these because I'm really excited to try these. They are just cream sticks. This is the bronzer. It's quite deep. And the shade name is Sun-Kissed. So let's just... Oh, that is really creamy. Okay, that is pigmented. I'm excited to try that, but I don't know if I'll actually play with these today. And I will explain why in a second. We also do have this illuminating glow one, which is like the gold highlighter stick. I'm excited to try that. Oh my god, look at that. That is really pretty. Oh, that is like caviar. Like it just feels like really nice. Like caviar. What's that? Hourglass Beauty caviar stick? That's what it feels like. Oh my god, look at that peachy blush. I love hot pink blushes or peachy blushes, and that is a beautiful in between of those two shades that I love, and that's in the shade Peachy Flush. Oh my god, that's just, they are nice and creamy. Now, I don't know if I'll use those today, only because I actually got some powder foundations sent to me. Now, we've got these two shades. They're in the shade Light and Medium. I haven't even taken these out of the box just because I'm scared of powder foundations. I've only ever played with powder foundations once and it went everywhere and it just didn't work on my skin. But I am willing to try it. Oh, Oh, okay, this is in the shade light, and that kind of looks a little too dark for me. That's in the shade light, and then we have the shade medium, which, oh, okay, that might be too dark for me. So we've got those two shades. They come in these nice compact little compacts. I actually like that. Let's open it up to see what okay, so it does have the little sifter on one side and the little, it's sealed, so I don't have to worry about it getting everywhere right now. But those are the two products I want to try. Now the dilemma I have with these little cream sticks is I don't think you put these creams over a powder foundation. I just don't think in my mind that would work. I'd feel like this would lift it, and when you try to blend it out with the beauty blender, it's just gonna lift the powder foundation. So I really want to try these, but I don't know how they will sit or mix with the powder foundations, because I've never tried powder foundations, and these are also a first for me. Now, I do have a foundation that they actually sent to me. This is in the shade light medium. It's too dark for me. That's what it looks like. As you can see, I have been using quite a lot of it. It is very, very yellow on me, and this is actually a 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. It's brightening, full coverage. It is full coverage. It's very easy to build. I do like how it wears. It lasts very long on me, but it is very yellow on me. Now, I could use this with these, and I could make them work. Or I could use this, and then this powder palette, which also I really want to play with as well. So, I don't know. I think I'll try the foundations. If it doesn't work, I'll wipe it off and we'll just go with the old school that I already know. But do expect it to be too yellow on me. You have been warned. Now, we also did get this little Hero Brow Groomer 2-in-1 dark brown. It's actually quite interesting. I've tried this once. It was okay, but I will try it again on camera for you guys. This is what it looks like. It's a very interesting brow applicator. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I like this, but we'll try it again today because I've only used it once and I was like, I don't know about that one. We'll keep that out of its box for now. Now guys, they did also send me this primer. This is the Blurring Perfection Primer, color correcting soft focus finish, 30 mils. I absolutely love this. So that one is something I will be using before I do the powder foundation. Then guys, we also do have a mascara, which I don't know if I will try. It's not my favorite. I've tried it and I'm not a huge fan of it. It does say it's the blackest black mascara, but I don't know about that one. And then guys, we do also have this beautiful little lip kit, which has a lip liner and a liquid lipstick. And then we have a Miracle Glow Skin Serum with hyaluronic acid. And on the back it says, with the blurring benefit of a primer, the megawatt glow of a highlighter, and the collagen boosting properties of plumping hyaluronic acid. Wear alone, under or over foundation, or mixed with your favorite base products for a beautiful boost. I don't know if I use this, but I did also get sent this. It's cute, like it's a really soft pink shade, which if I'm going to use a highlighter, that is a highlighter I would use, but I've never had any luck with liquid highlighters. So that is everything we have to try. I know I haven't even got into the makeup. I should have started actually going through everything while I was doing my eyeshadow and stuff, but I just thought I would get everything out the way now. Let's put some of this stuff aside. I will go in with my eyeshadow first, so I'm just going to move everything out of its way for now and just do my eyeshadow. So we're going to be jumping in with this eyeshadow palette. This doesn't have any shades in the actual palette, but before I get into the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to prime my eyelids and I'm also going to do my brows. So let me quickly do my brows with this little Brow Hero brow setting thingy. Now guys, I've just quickly zoomed you in so you can see what I'm doing. Now I do have some outbreaks on my face. Hopefully all these new products will cover most of that and you won't be able to see any of my imperfections. But we'll just have to wait to see if that happens at the end of this video. Okay, so it's starting to fill in. It's actually quite easy because it's basically the same width as my actual brows, which is nice. I don't know how it's going to work on the tips where it thins out, but for now, it's actually applying quite nicely. I'm just literally brushing this little applicator through. Oh, I actually like this. I mean, that didn't take much time at all. Look at that. That's one brow done. So you can see what it looked like before, and then you can see what it looks like after. I'm just looking at my viewfinder, and I'm actually really happy. That took like 30 seconds. Okay, let's do the other side. am turning this brow applicator around when I'm using it, just so I can get all the product off on each side, but that's really quick. Okay, this is actually good. I don't know why I didn't really like it the first time, but this is actually really quick. Oh, I'm liking that. Okay, my brows are done. That didn't take long at all. So that is the Hero Brow 2-in-1 in the shade dark brown, I think, or medium brown. I'm happy with that. And now I'm just going to quickly prime my eyelids with this P. Louise Rumor Base 2 shade, and then I can come back and we'll get straight into the eyeshadow. Alright guys, I am back and eyelids are primed. Now, if you can hear the birds and the wind in the background and the cars going past, it is really, really hot here. It's in the middle of summer and the breeze is coming through now, and I just need to cool down under all these lights. My aircon's not working as well as it should be. I am eventually going to get it serviced, but till then I needed to open a window. So if you can hear the birds and the cars on the wind, I apologize, but we're going to try and ignore that and just focus on my eyes. So we have the palette here. I'm just going to do a very, very quick neutral look. I think I'm going to use 3 eyeshadows out of this palette for now. 3 matte eyeshadows, and then we'll go into the eyeshadow sticks. If I can open this palette, Jesus. Mary and Joseph, let me get my little tweezers. There we go. Okay, that's what the palette looks like. Really pretty. And we are just going to go in with some I think we're going to go in with these 2 shades. 1, 2, and then we're going to do like a white cream one in the inner corner. I think that's what we're going to go for. Very soft wedding vibe look. We're going to pack on the eyeshadow on the brush, and we're going to just tap a little bit off. There is a little bit of kick up in the pan. We've got my little trusty mirror, and we are just going to apply that right on the outer edge and see how this formula blends. Now from memory, I think this palette retailed for about $25. It could have been more, but I think it's $25 for 18 shades. Now everything I did buy that I didn't get sent, I bought from Big W. So everything that I list price wise, it's going to be off the Big W website. This brand is also sold at Priceline, but I don't know if the prices are the same for both stores. So if you do see something that I've listed price wise, just know it's from Big W's website or in store. Oh, that is really pretty. Let me just zoom in a little bit more, just so you can see what I'm doing on the eye. I am just going to do one eye with the matte on camera, and then I'll do the other one off camera, just to save some time. Now guys, I cannot believe we are in December already. 2023 has gone so fast. This year has been a complete whirlwind for me. I went to Fiji, which was a really good time. I lost my cat in September just before I went to Fiji, so I've been missing him quite a lot. And then in the last 2 weeks I did lose my grandmother. She was 94 years old, and she has had some health problems in the last year to 6 months. I did see her on the way back from Fiji in September for a few days, but I didn't get to spend as much time as I would have liked, because she did just come out of hospital, and I was also sick on the way back from Fiji, so I had a mask on. My sister and I were both sick, so I really do appreciate that time that I got to spend with her, even though it was very brief. Now, like I said, she was 94 years old, and she herself has said that she's had an amazing life and she was ready to go. She accomplished so much in her life. She traveled, she saw everything she wanted to see. She was a really accomplished artist as well. She did a lot of painting, but also a lot of pottery work. She had her own pottery shed and her kiln and everything, and when we went over as kids, we used to make pots and cups and everything, and then she would fire them and would paint them and all that type of stuff. So we had a lot of good memories, and that's why I've always liked art and just drawing and painting, and now makeup. So I really appreciate her instilling art in all 3 of us kids, and also her other grandchildren and her own children as well. And as kids, we had a lot of fun going to my grandmother's and got to spend a lot of time in New Zealand. I love New Zealand's like forests and waterways and their beaches. The tide goes out a long way, so you can walk out to all the rock pools and everything. And I loved going to the beach with my grandmother and just my family in general. So it was really, really good to see my grandmother off. We did actually fly out. My sister and I did fly out a week later, which was the week after she passed away. She passed away on the Saturday. Her funeral was the next Saturday. So we flew out on the Friday night, had the funeral on Saturday afternoon, and then flew back out on Sunday. So it was a really, really quick trip to New Zealand. And I've been back for over a week and a half now. Now, like I said, my aircon's not working right now. When I came back home from that trip, the day after, my aircon was dripping down the ceiling and onto the carpet, so I managed to turn that off the dripping wise, and I will have to get someone to look at that for me because I don't know why it's dripping or where the water's coming from. But that is why we have the window open, and that is why I'm sweating like a beast. And guys, I'm happy with the way that eyeshadow is looking. We are now going to dip into this deeper shade here. It has no name, it's just a deeper matte brown, and I'm just going to apply that on the outer corner and just give some depth to this eyeshadow look. So just stamping it on here, and then I'm going to blend it out on the outer corner and into the crease a little bit. Now guys, I am struggling with this deeper shade. Like, I'm packing a lot of product on, but it's not really showing up the way I expected it to be, because it's quite a deep shade compared to the first shade. And like, I am putting a lot of product on there, and it's, I don't know, for me it's not really like, there's a lot of product on there. I don't know if you can see that. I try and pack it on, but it's just not, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem to be showing up as much as I had hoped for. But it is okay, I'm not in a rush. I'm going to give it the love and attention it needs for it to work. But I will let you know that I am struggling a little bit. It's starting to get there, but I'm packing a lot of product. As you can see, there's a bit of fallout under my eye. I'm packing a lot of product on there, and it's struggling. So let me just quickly work on this, and then I will be right back. Because, yeah, it needs a bit more love and attention off camera. Hi guys, I'm back. This is where my eyes are now. I thought I was filming and I forgot to press record. So I went off camera and I did this eye, and then I thought, you know what, I would just do the two mattes on this eye to save some time. But then I added an extra color without recording it. So I went in with this black, this like charcoal black on the outer edge, and I don't really like it, but we're going to continue it because I haven't got time to refilm this. So we're just going to go with it. I do like the color combination, but it looks a bit muddy. So what I'm hoping is one of these little eyeshadow sticks will save the day. Now I have tried to do my best to blending in the middle part of my eyelid, but because we've got those sticks, we can just cover what I haven't managed to blend perfect. The outer edge, it's looking a bit rough, but I'm going to hopefully fix that when I've used this powder foundation. I might even be able to use some of this powder foundation to blend the edges out ever so slightly. Now, I haven't gone into this light shade here, which is the one I want to put in the inner corner and kind of just like give a nice gradient effect. So let me quickly do that. We've got this clean little brush here. This is a Morphe M506 brush, or M506. And we're just going to pick up some of this like light little shade here, and we're going to pack this on and try and do like a nice soft white cream gradient. We're doing our best. I don't know if this is going to work. Now I don't know if this is really working. Like, there is a little bit of a light tone, but it's giving me ashy, like grey, creamy ashy tone. But I'm going to trust the process, and we are just going to pack it on. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of fallout in these palette, like a lot of fallout. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but this shade there, that is a ton of fallout, and then we've got more shade fallout on this one here. There's a lot of fallout. It's good that these pans are big, because that way you feel like you're still getting your money's worth. If these were smaller pans in this palette, I think I might be a little bit more annoyed by that, just because you're losing so much product and you don't want to pay for something and then have it basically blow away in the wind. Alright guys, so I'm also getting like two different kind of looks in these eyes. This is looking more grey, and this is more brown and black. Yeah, we're going to go with it. I don't know how to fix that, so we're just going to continue with these cream sticks. So let's get into these cream sticks. I am excited to try these. Let me swatch all of these for you. We have 5 different shades. Let me just quickly swatch all of these on the back of my hand. Oh, these are creamy. So this is in the shade... Okay, these don't have names that I can see. I don't know why they don't... Okay, so these don't have names. This is like... Oh, look at that. That is really pretty. That is what the shade on the little pen looks like. It is like an olive green, but that's giving me like kind of champagne gold, but very pretty. We've got this deep brown one. Again, they don't have shade names. Oh, that is really pretty. Look at that. Look how the light catches each of these. That's really nice. And they glide on so nicely. Then we've got this champagne like white cream. Oh my god, that is stunning. That's giving me very like highlighter vibes from the base sticks that I showed you at the start out of those three. Then we've got like this peachy one, which is really pretty. That's the shade there, and that's what it looks like. Really pretty. And then lastly, we have this purple one, which, oh my god, that's stunning. Okay, this looks like a grape purple. Really, really pretty. That's what it looks like on the end. I'm kind of feeling this one, which is the first one, and the peachy one. I'm kind of thinking these two, like put this in the inner, this one in the inner corner, this one on the outer. That's what I'm feeling. So guys, I'm just going to go in with like this peachy one first, but wow, that is really dry on the eyelid. Like when I swatch it on the back of my hand, that's really nice, but as soon as this touches the matte like eyeshadow, that is like dragging across my eyelid. I don't like that sensation. What I'll do is I'll try and put some of this on my fingertip, which is not the best way because I just feel like it's just so stupid doing it this way, but I really want to hide some of that blending mistakes. I'm just going to apply it on my finger, and that just works. I mean, that is just 10 times better, but I shouldn't have to apply it onto my finger and put it on my eyeshadow. It shouldn't have to be like that. I don't know if I like these. Like, look at that. That is blending out really nicely with my finger and applying really nicely. This is how I expected this eyeshadow stick to apply without having to do it with my finger. So it's a little bit disappointing. I'm just going to put a little bit more. It feels very slick, like oil. So it's probably got shea butter or something in it. It's quite sticky when I apply it with my finger onto the product that's already on my eye. Very, very sticky. And it kind of lifts the eyeshadow off the base of my eyelid. So I don't really like that. But that is that shadow there. Let's try the other shade and see if that works off the stick. If not, I'll have to do it with my finger. Oh my god, no, that is so dry. I don't think any product is coming off that at all. So I'm just going to have to do it with my finger again. I don't really like this. I might try this next time with no eyeshadow on my eye and just see how it applies straight onto the eyelid. Because I really like the way these look. Now maybe these will look good in the inner corner or maybe in my waterline, like as an eyeliner. I don't know if they're safe for that or not, but we'll see. I'll look it up on the website later. The actual colour of this is really pretty, and those two shades blend together are stunning. Stunning, but it is lifting some of the eyeshadow off my eye there, so it's... Oh, this is not good. This is really not good actually. It's lifting the eyeshadow off my eyelid when I apply this with my finger, but when I applied with this, it's just dragging across the eyelid. Is this not meant to go over eyeshadow? Is it just meant to go on like a naked eyelid? Because if it is, I should have said that on the packaging, because on the back of the hand they look stunning, but on the eyelid I'm not impressed. I need some clarification, just because I don't know if you can see it, but it's really lifting right here, and yeah, it shouldn't do that. Like you should be able to pick these up, apply some of these matte shades, put one of those shimmers on top, and then go off to work really quickly. It should be like an easy everyday thing you can grab, and you should also be able to take these in your bag, and if you need to touch up, you can just touch it up. But if it's dragging across the eyelid and lifting your eyeshadow, that is exactly what you don't want it to do, and that's what's happening. So I'm not too happy with that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to, Yeah, I'll try and blend those two shades a bit more. Yeah, there we go. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off camera, do the other eye with those two products with my finger, and then I'm going to clean up under my eyes, and we can get on with the rest of this video, just because this video is long enough as it is. Alright guys, I am back, and I have cleaned up my eyes, but also I primed my face with this primer. We already know that I love it, and I've used it plenty of times, so I just thought I would skip that on camera. But I am excited to try the foundation. Now, I'm hoping the primer helps the foundation, the powder foundation, I mean, stick onto my face. I think I'm going to go with the shade Light, just because light medium in their liquid foundation is just a bit too yellow. So I'm hoping the light will be my colour. We have to take the little, oh, how do we do this? How do you do this? Take this off. Okay, there we go, that was a bit of a fight. That's a little sticky thing off there. And then I'm going to put the lid back on and shake some of this out onto the product. Now this is the Light foundation. Oh god, it's all there. I'm scared about this, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. I have my little kabuki brush here. This is part of the brush set that I bought for $39, and we're just gonna, oh lord, oh god, I know this is gonna go everywhere, so let's zoom you in and just show you what this is gonna look like, because this, I feel like it might go everywhere. We've got a ton there. I don't know how much to use. I feel like that might be too much, but I also don't want it to be too light, so we're just going to try on the cheeks. And I think we might have got the wrong shade, and I put too much on. Okay, there's a ton going all over my black shirt. Probably not the best idea to wear black, but that's alright. We're going to apply it on my face. Oh my god, there's a lot in this brush. This actually doesn't look too bad. It's not, I wouldn't say it's full coverage. And I have some breakouts, probably just going to catch all in my breakout area. But, like, if you're going to wear this for like an everyday no makeup look, then maybe this will work a bit better for you. Oh my god, on camera I'm looking very white, but in person it doesn't look as white. It's kind of pinky, like peachy pink. So I don't know if this is meant to colour correct at the same time. I'm just going to go over a little bit on this side a bit more and just see if I can build it up a little bit better. I actually don't mind that. Okay, this might work. I think this is the right shade for me. I wouldn't say it's full coverage. Definitely not going to cover this area where I've got outbreaks on my shaving area, but probably made for a teenage girl or a young woman of a certain age that doesn't have so many blemishes like I do. I'm going to show you my shirt after this because it's everywhere, but I don't mind it. Like, it comes down in white streaks, but then once I blend it in, the whiteness goes away. Okay, so it's not a bad foundation. I can see why people like it. If I had like no breakouts on my face at all, where, I don't know if you can see right here, let me zoom in. Like right here, it's catching, or the powder's catching right there. A liquid foundation, I would assume, doesn't do as much catching, just because you can really set it in and then like bounce it out. But it does cover some of that redness, which I'm happy about. Zoom you out a little bit just so you can see this area, and let's see if we can cover some of that up. I definitely won't be using those cheek sticks, just because I really think it will lift the powder off my face where I applied it. That actually didn't do a bad job covering that up. Alright guys, so this is what my face looks like, and I just want to show you, my shirt is just covered on powder foundation. This is why I don't use powder foundation. It gets everywhere. Like, my setting powder is bad enough, let alone any of the powder foundation. I'm just going to leave it on here because I just feel like there's going to be more falling off my face. But at the end of the video, I will change out into a new shirt. I don't know how I feel about this powder foundation. I feel like it's the right shade for me. It does go down light, but it does kind of blend into my skin tone after I blend it out. I don't like how it's like gone all into the perimeters of my hair. and it's all in my brow. So that's going to be fun to try and brush out later. But I don't mind it. Now, I don't know if I can use like a concealer over this, so I'm not going to try because I feel like it's just going to lift that, but it doesn't hide any of my dark circles. So I don't know if I've got a white powder that I could apply on, but I feel like it's just going to be like the Flashback Mary, and I don't want that under my eyes, so we're just going to go with it. Normally I would go with lighter concealer under my eyes, on my nose, forehead, chin, and then I do a little bit of like baking with concealer on my jawline as well, but we can't do that today, so we're just going to continue. Let's try put some stuff on my face. Now I'm not going to use the shadow sticks because I've used the powder. I just feel like it's going to lift everything up, and let's just face it, this look is not my best, so we're going to just try and save this look. I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush from their brush collection, and I'm just going to dip into this bronzer here. It doesn't have a shade name. I don't know why none of their products have shade names. Like, even if you put it on the back with a sticker, it'd be nice to have some shade names, especially when I'm trying to like mention what shades I use from this brand on my Instagram, because people do like to know what I'm using. I'm just going to blend it into the forehead. That might be a little too dark for me, but it's okay. We're just going to make it work. It seems like it's a satin bronzer, so it's got like a satin finish, which is nice. I have actually fallen in love with them because I did use my Ofra satin bronzer, and before I never really liked satin bronzers, but I have really fallen in love with the Ofra ones, and this one's very similar in colour, which I'm liking. Now it might be a little too dark for me because it's quite pigmented, but I can always just use the product that's left on this brush from my powder foundation and go over it and just lighten it up. But so far so good. Let me just zoom in so you can see a bit better. There we go. I mean, it's definitely adding some life to my face. I am just going to apply some onto the cheeks area and then also the jaw area as well. I'm just actually blending it out onto the back of my hand. This brush is huge and I want to coat the brush evenly, but if I do that, it's going to not get all over the brush. So I just blend it out on the back of my hand and then blend it onto the face without having like those marks where you definitely see where the product is on the brush, only on half the brush, and then you have to blend out like that harsh line that you get. So that's how I avoid that problem. I'm liking the way that looks, so I'm just going to do a little bit on the jawline and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. Face is bronze to the gods. I mean, yeah, I might have gone a little heavy for that, but I really like the bronzer, so next time I'll just go a little light-handed. We do have a lot of powder in this shade. We are going to go in with this brush, just to get that random hair off it, and go into the pink shade, which is stunning. Oh my god, look how much powder there is there. I don't know if you can see it. There's just a lot of powder on this and a lot of powder there. But we're gonna apply a little bit on the face because it's a really pretty blush, and it is like a shimmer blush as well as the bronzer. So it's going to give me like that light little pink highlight moment as well, which we always enjoy. Let me just quickly do the other side. I'm really happy with the pigment of that. It's very buildable, but it's also just, oh, that is just really pretty. So this powder foundation, it actually didn't do too badly with the bronzer applied to it. Like, I went pretty heavy-handed with the bronzer, and it didn't lift any at all. It is a little patchy here, but I think that's because I'm a little sweaty on the forehead, and sweat and makeup just don't really last, especially powder makeup. So there's like 2 patches here that I've tried to add more powder and stuff, but it's not really happening. So we're just going to continue. But it did actually last all over the rest of my face quite nicely. I also bronzed and contoured my nose off camera. That blush is really pretty. It's just like a soft pink. I don't want to add too much more because, as you can see, my full face on camera looks like it's just glowing from the foundation, from the bronzer and the blush. Right there on my nose, it looks really, really like glowy on the viewfinder, on the camera. So yeah, I didn't realize that this powder has like highlighter in it. It is a natural mineral foundation. Mineral usually means it has like a little bit of highlighter glow to it. So yeah, a natural dewy and luminous glow that lasts. Alright, let's try some of this highlighter. I've got my little Ali Dawson bling brush highlighter brush. It's clean. I cleaned it just for this video. It is quite golden, this highlighter. I'm just looking in the mirror when I apply it. Yeah, it's, oh my goodness. Okay, that's really pretty. But I'm not a huge fan of gold highlighters. Champagne is nice, but this is definitely more of a gold highlighter. You can, wow, you can really see that right there. It's stunning, but I don't know if I'd be using this highlighter much. I prefer a really soft, light champagne or a white iridescent natural glow from within highlighter. If I'm just doing a like everyday highlighter, normally I love like a blue or a purple or a pink like iridescent highlighter. They are my favorite types of highlighters to play with. Like Kaleidos highlighters are stunning, but because I'm doing like oh my god, my nose is just, oh, I put too much on. Okay. Yeah, that was a mistake. We'll put a little bit on here, not too much. Okay, so this highlighter is, it is strong. Like, I mean, I put a tiny little bit on and I had used everything on my face and didn't apply anymore, and okay, that's a strong highlight. I like the bronze and the blush, the highlighter not so much, but it does the job. If you like a gold highlighter, that is a highlighter to go for. It's a bit too much for me. Anyway, let's move on. We have, what do we have left? Let me just quickly do my brows again, just because the powder got all over it. And then we can go in with the little lip kit. All right, let's do the lips. So we've got this little lip kit. It comes with this very small lip liner, and then we've got like this nude lipstick to go with it. I don't know if it's got shade names. No, there's no shade names that I can see on the lipstick or the lip liner. So again, I'm just going in with these two lip products. Let's do a swatch on the back of my hand. Oh, that's okay. That looks red on, like, to me that's a red, but on the back of my hand that's more of a mauve brown, which is pretty. Not as pigmented as what I thought it would be. And then let's do a swatch of this liquid lipstick. I'll just bump it up a little bit because it has been sitting on the side. That's what the doe foot applicator looks like, giving me very Jeffree Star or Jaclyn Hill vibes with that applicator. That's actually really pretty, that nude. That's really pretty. Let me just quickly line my lips and we'll apply that on my lip, and then we'll go in with the lipstick. Okay, that's not bad. Wouldn't say it's the creamiest formula. Kind of drags on my lip, but it does line my lips nicely. Okay, so that's my lips done. I don't mind that. I usually fill in my lips a little bit with the lip liner, just so I can really get a nice clean filled in line as I apply a bit more. Now let's go in with the liquid lipstick. Now I'm just going to apply that in the center. Oh my goodness, this smells amazing. Oh, that smells really good. And guys, that is the lips done. I don't know about the color. Like, on the back of my hand looks really pretty, but on my lips, I don't think I like it. And it's a bit sticky. You definitely need like a lip gloss, because when I do that, my lips are sticking together and it's not comfortable. I do have butthole lips. The lip liner's kind of disappeared. It doesn't go with the lipstick in the same little kit. I think this is a little too light for this lip liner, and I wish this lip liner was a little bit more pigmented, because I'm really lining my lips and it's just not really like building up for me like I would expect it to. But that's just my preference. I do prefer a deeper matte lipstick anyway, and I do actually prefer bullets over liquid lipsticks anyway, so I probably won't use these again. And now I actually have just realized I haven't finished on my eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go off camera and do that. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to apply some of the deeper matte shades on the outer corner and then work that into the inner corner with a lighter shade. And then I'll apply some lashes and I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. But this is where we are so far before I go off camera and finish off the look. A lot of glowy products. I've got the glowy foundation, glowy bronzer, glowy blush, and also the glowy highlighter, and also the primer is a little glowy as well. So we've got a lot of glow happening on my face right now, and yeah, I don't know how we feel about that. But let me quickly go off camera and finish off this look, and I'll be right back. And guys, I am back, and this is the final look. I put some lashes on. Now, I did attempt to apply the mascara on the bottom lash line, and it did not work. It actually smudged along the bottom lash line, so I ended up going into the eyeshadow palette in this black charcoal and just running that along the lash line to hide some of that smudge. So the mascara is not for me. This is what it looks like. Oh my god, I got powder all over it. This is what it looks like. It's quite a big mascara, and then this is what the wand is like. It's not for me, so I will never use this again, which is kind of a waste because it's a one-time use. I could have given that to somebody else, but now that it's been on my eye, I don't want to share my pink eye, which I occasionally get. No, I'm joking, I don't get it, but you know what I mean. You just don't want to share something with somebody else like that. But yeah, this is the final look. Now for lip, I did go in with this Shimmer Bomb from Makeup Revolution. This is just a beautiful lip gloss. It's new to me. It's in the shade Distorted, and it's kind of really complementary with the lip shade. I just needed something on my lips because it was really getting to be dry and sticky with just the liquid lipstick and the lip liner. So I applied that and just felt a lot more comfortable. Now, let's talk about everything that I use. So the powder foundation, I changed my shirt because the other shirt just had too much. I won't use it just because it goes everywhere, and it's kind of hard for me to apply. But I can definitely see why people do like it, because it actually feels really comfortable on my skin. It's like I've got nothing on my skin. It's very light, which I love. And I mean, if you like glowy foundations or even glowy mineral powders, then this is definitely for you. For the eyeshadow palette, I did struggle with the eyeshadow palette. Oh god, I can never open it either. The two shades I used out of the mattes were this one here and then this one, and then I initially went in with this one after because I really wanted to give it a bit of depth. I'm going to swatch you the two shades that I started with, which is this mustardy brown and then this deep brown. They look very different on the fingers, but when I did apply it on my eyes, they just kind of blended into being the same, and I didn't really like that. So that's the swatches there, and then let me swatch you the charcoal like black. That's the charcoal black. Not the best swatch, but you get the idea. I'm not a huge fan of this look, but I did try and blend the edges as much as possible. So, I don't know, some of the shades worked for me, like the first initial shade, this mustardy brown, was really nice. This one just kind of disappeared, and I couldn't really see it popping out the way I liked it. And then this black is just really hard to blend on top of those two shades. So, I don't really know about this palette. Oh, and I did go in with this like white cream. That was okay. I did put that in the bottom lash line to blend out the black a little bit as well. That was okay. And then I went in with this shimmer shade here just on my brows as a brow highlighter. So I don't know if I would use this palette again. I will definitely try the shimmers out of this palette on my eyes in the future video. But I don't know about the mattes. It's probably a no for me on the mattes because I have better eyeshadow palettes that blend out better in the neutral shades that I have, so it's a no for me on that one. Now these colour sticks, these are definitely a no for me. I did not like how they applied on my eye straight from the little stick. I had to apply it on my finger and then apply it on my eye, and when I did that it would get really sticky and it would actually lift the eyeshadow. And I also don't know if you can see, it's actually starting to crease and lift, like it's, where's my mirror? Okay, I don't know where my mirror is, I'll just use my big one. It is starting to crease right in the crease line, which is not great, and it's kind of disappearing, like the shimmer is actually disappearing, so that's also not good. So these are, in my opinion, not very long lasting and not the easiest to work with. Maybe if you're like 3 years old and you have no wrinkles on your eye and your skin is nice and tight there, then maybe these will apply, but for me, at 35, they're not applying very well at all. Now, we have this little face palette, which I actually really like this. Pink blush is really nice, this bronzer is really nice. Just know they are shimmers, so you will get like a glowy finish. Some people might not like that. I actually have fallen in love with that, so I don't mind that. And then guys, we do have this highlighter, which is probably not for me. It's stunning, but I don't really like the colour of it, so it's probably not for me. If you love a gold highlighter, then definitely go for that one. Now these 4 eyeshadow shimmers I didn't actually play with, but eventually I will get into that. But I do like these 2 shades out of this palette, so that's a win for me. Primer, we already know I love this one. Lip kit, I don't really like the 2 shades. The lip liner is not as pigmented as what I'd hoped for. And this is very sticky and it kind of sticks your lips together if you don't have a lip gloss. So the liquid lipsticks are probably a no for me from this brand, and the lip liner is not my favorite, so I probably wouldn't buy lip liner either. Mascara is definitely not for me. The liquid foundation I actually really like from this brand, and I have used it quite a few times. So I do like the foundation when it's in the right shade. So I will buy that again. I'll buy the face palette, and I will definitely buy this Hero Brow Groomer 2-in-1. I really like this, so I'll definitely buy that again. And then lastly, guys, I didn't actually apply these on my face just because I've got the powder foundation, but I will try these on when I use the liquid foundation, and I'll tell you in a future video how these perform. But hopefully they're nothing like the eyeshadow sticks, because if they are like the eyeshadow sticks on my face, I won't be too happy with that. And with that, guys, I've covered everything in this video. I know it's a very long video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to have fun editing it because I stopped and started a lot, and I also missed out on some of the actual makeup applications. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and also check out my Instagram and TikTok because I do post a lot of things on there that I don't post on here. And guys, if you've ever tried this brand, please let me know in the comments how you found all the products, and also if you've got any tips on how to apply powder foundation a bit better and a lot cleaner than what I did, and also have some tips with these little stick things because they're not working for me. Please leave a comment down below because that will really help me out. And with that, guys, until next time, stay safe and I'll see you later. All my love. Bye!